Today we're going to do Preachers of L.A. episode 8. It was the season finale tonight. Let's do... Okay, it started off with Bishop Jones and Loretta. He's at her restaurant or whatever, and he's happy that they're back together and yada 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 whatever. And they were talking about, he asked her, like, what happened at the restaurant. And so she was like, she tells him about the bridal shower and about the fire. And he makes a comment like, yeah, I heard about, what was at the bridal shower, basically like the sex toys. And he was like, do you think that was, like the fire was a sign for having them sex toys in the thing? And she like, that doesn't have nothing to do with that. Everybody had a nice time. Like, what do that have anything to do with it? But my thing was, who the hell told you? If you wasn't there, that shouldn't have been your business. Just saying. I understand that he's a co-owner and all that kind of stuff, but I'm like, okay, you could have told him about the fire, but to be saying all about the sex toys and all that, that wasn't his business. He wasn't at the party. Whatever employee should be reprimanded for telling people what people had at their party. Like, that was just out of line to me. Anyway, Dietrich's at his house with his family, and there, he say every time they get together, they, have a good time and they sing or whatever. They can sing. Each one of them can sing. The sister with the blue hair, she can sing. The mama wasn't even trying and you could tell she could sing. I like that. That was cute with their family. You could tell that their family is very, church, and they all could sing. So that was a cool little look with their family. The bishop asked Dietrich, like, can I talk to you for a minute? And Dietrich, he just went on the defense, like, did I do something wrong? Am I in trouble? You should know if you did something if you ask that kind of question. Usually people that ask that question know they did something wrong. But this wasn't that kind of conversation. His dad just basically wants to tell him that he was proud of him, of the man he become. He haven't really been there for him, but he just wanted to basically let him know that he was proud and he was there for him. So he was just like, that is really encouraging to hear you say that. He asked him how did he feel about Dominique. The bishop was, like, he like her. He cool with her. He blessed their marriage. They have came a long way. And I guess they understand, like, this shit ain't going nowhere. So, they cool with her. The situation was really just fucked up for the parents. So, they didn't know Dominique. So, they didn't even try. And they didn't get to try to know her at that point. But now that they see that their relationship is going somewhere and they cool with it. They know that this girl ain't reckless. She ain't doing nothing malicious. So, he basically blessed the marriage. Dominique tell his daddy that Bishop Jones is going to do the marriage because he doesn't want to do the wedding the same. And the last time that the bishop did the wedding. So he don't want to do anything the same. So the bishop was cool with that. He like, this your wedding. If that's what you want, hey. So then you have Bishop Ron. He went to go see his sister in rehab. You could tell that she was off them drugs. Because you could tell she gained weight. You could tell, like, she had, like, a little glow on her. She wasn't, like, dry. You could really tell that she was off the drugs. And she was really looking nice. She said she was happy. He was telling her how he wants to get her into church. And she basically was like, she has resentment towards God because God helped him and didn't help her. What was God for her? And, basically, he was just like basically telling her, like, everybody has their time. He didn't abandon you. Like, it's gonna be okay. They basically had a nice, really good conversation. Yeah. Yeah. They had a really nice conversation or whatever, and what? No, this ain't that kind of video. Wait till I do my other video. My little nephew just want to say hi to y'all, so come on. I don't know why, but we'll give him hi. And let y'all. Just saying.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Okay, shut the door. But anyway, I'm in California, you guys, for Thanksgiving, and my family is right here, so they want to get their shine. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So basically, we just hope that she do well. We're gonna pray that his sister continue her journey with getting clean. Hope she find a church that she wants to get into, and not that her brother want her to get into. I think when people try to force them into certain situations, I understand they're trying to help, but I think this is some steps that she needs to take herself. I don't think that you should rush church on her just because she got herself clean. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Pastor J, he calls Christine. She's at home. Christy, that's her name. She's at home or whatever, and he calls her and tell her to come outside. He has something special for her. So he plans a special date for them. He has flowers, and she's just like, what kind of cornflakes you had this morning? Because this is not him. But he was really a gentleman. He got them some tango classes and stuff like that, and they had a really nice time. They never danced together at all, and he never danced, period. So I was like, he's stepping out of his comfort zone, and that was a really good look. I like Pastor J. I like him and Christy really, they just seem really genuine. So after that, they go to dinner. Dietrich and Dominique, they're at the wedding rehearsal, and they're saying how the baby is going to be christened or whatever at the wedding ceremony. Then after the rehearsal, Dietrich goes to sit down, and he talks to his brother and sisters or whatever, and he's, they basically haven't really been close since all of the stuff happened with the divorce and Dominique and stuff like that. So the sister, they, just basically was telling him how they were mad because they felt shut out from him when it came to the baby. He kept the baby for, Dominique being pregnant and stuff from them. And they just basically felt shut out. And they just was like, regardless of what you was going through, you could have told us that you needed somebody. We would have been here for you. They probably was mad at the situation, but they still would have been there for their brother. He was like, basically, like, I was scared. I didn't know how you guys was going to react. I didn't know how nobody was going to react. He didn't know nothing. He was just scared. He didn't know how to deal with the situation with him dealing, going through his divorce, and he got this girl pregnant. He didn't know how to handle the situation. And this is where all this turmoil comes from, and the problems come from with the families because of him. Like I said in my last video, I blame Dietrich for this. I blame Dietrich for the resentment that his family has towards her, and we'll get into it, how Faye has resentment towards his family. And I blame Dietrich for all of this, because if he would have been a man and, sat his family down and be like, look, she didn't have shit to do with this. Y'all gonna either accept her or y'all not, but she didn't have shit to do with this. Then maybe things would have went different. But by you just shutting everybody out and then you just going with your girl, then that's why the resentment is there. Because then that's why they blame her, because they just know that you left the family to go be with this girl, not knowing this girl probably have shit to do with that. I'm not saying Dominique is a good girl. I'm not saying nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, even with, from experience, I understand where she comes from when she says that when it's all this animosity towards these families, and it's because the man didn't take that initiative to get the families together and say, look, this is what it is, this is where it's at, and if y'all can't deal with it, hey, and if y'all can, we can be a family. But by him just shutting everybody out and not saying shit, that's what caused that turmoil. I bet y'all that's what happened. After that, what happened? Let me look at my notes. Bishop Brian calls the vet. She's late. They got to go to the Dominican Republic or whatever, and they're going to miss the wedding, but they said they're going to get a gift, and that he tells her that he talked to his sister and how she doing good, and Sister Vet was talking about how she went to go see the sister. That was it. Dominique is at Faye's house, and she's talking about the christening or whatever, and then she's basically like, well, this is how their family is. She was born out of wedlock. Faye like, shit, I was born out of wedlock. I like Faye. Faye might be saying some shit that you be looking side-eye, but I be like, she's so outspoken, and she gonna say what she gonna say. She don't give a fuck about them cameras sitting right there. That's what I like about Faye. Dominique was just telling, her about the talk that she has with Dietrich's mom or whatever. Faye is just like, let it go. Just let it go. Like, okay, y'all cool, just let it go. But So Dominique was like, well, how did you feel about meeting the mom? And she was just like, I was a little guarded. She, she okay. Like, shit, she alright. When Dominique was trying to force it, like, okay, now we cool. I want y'all to be cool. She like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be in part of the family. I'm good. And like I said, Dietrich problem. Because Faye is like, I feel Faye is like this. Y'all a dog my motherfucking daughter. I just can't get over it just that quick. And I do think that's how Faye feel. Faye feel like she ain't got there yet. So she ain't jumped over that bridge where just because y'all cool, we cool. Y'all still did some shit to my daughter. Y'all still hurt my daughter. And when you hurt somebody's kids, then it will take them a little longer to get over it. So that's why I don't blame Faye for feeling the way she do feel. Maybe, as time goes on, this family will get their shit together and everybody be kumbaya. I'm just saying. But for right now, I'm going to respect Faye saying she cool. What else? Oh, Pastor Jay and Christy, they're in the house getting ready for the wedding. He complaining because she doing her nails, and she's like, shit, I'm gonna be ready before you. You gotta do your hair, and it's gonna take you a minute, because I can kind of tell that, with him, that it takes him a pretty minute to get his hair done. Pastor J looks just like he just wants to, he likes to look good, and I ain't mad at him. I can't knock him. He cute. But so, they're talking about the wedding or whatever, and they're happy for them, because, he just was like, I support anybody that's trying to move forward into the positive, step. If he was like, look, if they ain't gonna get married, they need to break up, because they can't keep going on living in sin or whatever, because they don't know they married or whatever. So he like, shit, if they is moving the right direction, I'm all here for them. Like I said, I like them. They not judgmental, so I'm really liking them. Dominique and her family, they're getting ready for the wedding. Faye say Dietrich is borrowing her. That's my daughter. And when the anniversary come on, he can renew his vows. We'll see how it go. But right now, she on loan right now. Faye, that's a grown-ass woman. When she say them vows, you ain't got shit else to say. I understand you the mama, but come on now. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You can't be saying that this man is borrowing your daughter and that's his wife. Under the eyes of God, that's just his wife. So, hey, baby, you're going to have to cut the umbilical cord. That's all I'm saying. Pastor Cheney and Maisha, they getting ready. They don't know if they want to go. He don't know how to get himself dressed. She trying to get him dressed. She don't like to be late, but he like, shit, black people. All us black people, we black people time. No, boo-boo. I hate to be late. I hate to be late anywhere. And if I feel like I'm going to be late, I don't want to go. Because I don't want to walk in somewhere and everybody be like, no, because I'm going to be like, what the hell are you looking at? So, no, I don't like to be late nowhere, and it's not a good look. Like, no. So, anyway, they don't even know if they want to go or if they want to stay at home and have sex. So, hey, but they end up going to the wedding. They said they need to be there for them. So, then we have Dietrich. He arrived at the venue. He's trying to make sure everything is perfect for Dominique. I'm like, okay, that's nice. But that's your wedding, too. I'm just saying. Then Dominique, she's getting ready. I'm looking at these notes because I don't want to go step by step, basically. They get ready for the wedding. And Bishop Jones calls and says that he's not going to make it to the wedding because he's stuck in Kingston on the tarmac. And he's been there stuck for 4 hours. And I'm like, why you didn't call him the first hour you were stuck? But okay. He's talking about, can you get somebody else to cover it for me? Dietrich is like, okay. Dietrich can't stress off of that right now because he got to keep shit going. He got to make shit perfect for Dominique. So he calls his sister, the one with the blue hair. I don't know her name, so forgive me. He calls his sister or whatever, and he tells her to tell Dominique. First, he like, walk to the side so I can tell you. But can you tell Dominique? Why the fuck would she have to walk to the side if she had to explain this to Dominique? I don't get it. But she explained to Dominique. They end up finding somebody else, Pastor J. Pastor J said he will marry them, but he usually talks to the, the bride and groom first. So he ended up going to talk to, what's her name? Dominique. He ended up going to talk to her or whatever. And, just trying to, make her comfortable. But Dominique really is like really shut down. She's really not trying to talk about the wedding. She just like shit. And he got that vibe from her, so he just like shit. She just want to get this shit over with. Let's do it. But like he said, anybody that's willing to do it right, he supports that. So I thought that was cool. So they end up Faye talked to have some words with Dominique. And then telling her wedding was, you know, late or whatever. And then Dietrich is talking to Pastor Jay about... No, he's talking to his dad. And he's telling his dad that Pastor Jay is going to do the wedding. His daddy is like, shit, you're not my little boy no more. You a grown-ass man. You my son. I respect what you're doing. So, hey, no problem. So then they have the wedding or whatever. The daughter comes down the aisle. Dietrich starts crying like a little baby. I thought that was cute. Dominique come down the aisle. She looked nice. It was, you know, white simple dress. It was nice. They had it at like the Victorian or something. It was like in like a older house, but like in a garden in the backyard, whatever. So it was cool. It wasn't nothing grand. It wasn't nothing you have to go pay $15 million for, like Nene. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. It was simple. They got married. The baby got Christian. They was announced, Mr. and Mrs. Hatton. They danced down the aisle, you know, kind of little dance down the aisle or whatever. It was cool. Everybody was taking pictures, being happy. They thanked everybody for being there or whatever. And then Dietrich says, he sits his family down like, okay, I don't want to have no more secrets. So I'm going to tell you this. Dietrich, through this whole season, you keep saying, I don't want to have no more secrets, and then you come up with a secret. I don't get it. Stop saying that shit. Just tell them the damn secrets, and stop saying, I don't want to keep secrets, so I got one more. Like, how many more? I mean, you know, I understand this is season finale, but that shit was bothering me, that he keeps saying that he's not going to keep secrets, and then it's another secret. But the secret was she was pregnant. Everybody knew from, like, episode 1 that this girl was pregnant, so my thing was, what a big shocker to us. I mean, and then they kind of showed her when she was dancing on the dance floor. She looks pregnant. And the family kind of knew she was pregnant. The bishop said something about family together or something. Let no man put us under. And then they all went to go party or whatever. But let me give you my overall view of this season finale. My view of this season finale, I didn't like it. I didn't like the season finale, and I'm going to tell you why. We didn't get no closure of nobody. Nobody. I mean, we got some kind of closure of Ron's sister. That's it. But did he ever get on the council? We don't know. Pastor J, what happened with the girl, that the transgender girl or whatever, what happened with her? Or can we see you preach at church? I don't know. Pastor Cheney, besides Gospel Fest, that was it. Besides Gospel Fest, that was it. But they were supposed to be the loving married couple, and we seen Pastor J and them go on a date. We never seen Maisha and Pastor Cheney go on a date. So, where was the sexual relationship? Because they were just supposed to be the sexual couple. Who else? This whole episode was about Dietrich's wedding, so we got closure on them, and she's pregnant. Pastor Ron, he went to Democratic Republic. We didn't see him. Loretta and Bishop Jones, they still in the same position they was in the first fucking episode. I mean, sorry, not like that, but like that. Like, come on, you guys are still in the same position. There was no growth in that relationship besides they back friends. I don't get it. Bishop McClendon, what the hell was he at the season finale? My thing was, I want to see where did they go from the first episode to the 8th episode, and we didn't see that. So, I was kind of lost. It was all about Dietrich's wedding. And I was like, no, he's not the star of the show. Why are y'all making him to be the star of the show? But whatever. But anyway, that was my review for Preachers of L.A. episode 8 season finale. It was, like I said, it wasn't too much to it besides Dietrich's and Dominique's wedding. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Add me on Google+. I do everything by The Ghetto View. T-H-A, not T-H-E. Make sure you check out my cousin Mike B. 801 Ashley Miller 1987. She don't do Preachers of L.A. as a single review. She do it in her What It Is video. So if you ever go to her check her out. And when she put up her What It Is videos, then you'll know how she felt about Preachers of L.A. I'm just saying. Check out Tasha C. Some more love. I'm really digging you guys. Check out Squeaky Jones, because I'm quite sure she's going to put it up, a review of Preachers of L.A. And she goes in no chasers. I love it. Yeah. I'm in LA right now for Thanksgiving, so I want everybody to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hopefully I'll have a video up tomorrow, because, shit, just because it's a holiday don't mean I can't give y'all no video. So, yeah, have a great, safe Thanksgiving. Eat good. The next day, go shop good if you got the money for it. Don't go spend more than what you got. I'm just saying. It'll be okay. These kids will be okay for Christmas if they don't get the new Jordans because you got to pay your rent. I'm just saying. You got to pay your light bill. I'm just saying. Just think wisely of spending your money for Black Friday. That's all I'm going to say. Alright. Peace out, you guys.